In this video, we're going to go over the back day routine I have for myself, and we're going to start with the warm-ups. So we start off with shoulder mobility. So I'm protracting, retracting. Now I'm elevating, protracting, depressing, retracting. So you're trying to get all the range of the motion that you can from the shoulder and the shoulder blades. And then I'm coming up. So if you notice that my ribs are stacked on top of my hips, and my arm is straight up, no bend at the elbow, and then I'm rotating the arm away from me. So now I'm also getting a stretch in for my pecs, coming back down nice and slow. You can see these movements for the dynamic warm-up are controlled, nice and slow. So another one is out to the side, and then a little rotation, pulling down as hard as I can, and then back to the center. In here, again, some more retraction of the shoulder blades. So protract, retract, and then you can see a little bit of elevation, so my shoulder or my traps are going to my ears. And what you can't see in this angle is the depression of my shoulders. Now I'm just stretching the shoulders out. Imagine I'm reaching as far away as possible for me, getting a nice deep stretch. Now, in here we're going to go to Segmental Cat Cow. So in here you can see I'm pushing into the mat, rounding my chin to my chest, my upper back. I'm trying to push into the ceiling, and I'm slowly trying to round all the way down the spine up to my hips. As I come out of it, I'm slowly now rotating through the hips, coming up mid-back, and then all the way up to the center and top. In here, this is going to hit mid to lower back stretch, and also I'm stretching out the pecs when my arm touches the ground. So a nice long rotation. My bottom leg is supposed to be straight, and I'm just going around my head with my arm right now. Other side, same thing. You can see a different angle here. I'm holding down my knee so that I can get a nice stretch throughout my back. In a perfect world, the knee should not lift off the ground. If you need a yoga block or anything, you can put that under your knee as well for extra support if needed. And then the next exercise, again, I'm loosening up the back with a foam roller. This one's called draping. So I'm trying to squeeze my glutes at the same time, and I'm trying to pull my back down into the mat. I'm imagining that my head is going all the way down to the mat. I'm not yanking on the head, I'm supporting it. And then I just move up a little bit to a higher portion of the spine. Try it again. Reach, and you can see there's no arch to my lower back. I'm trying to squeeze the glutes, thrust the hips forwards through this movement, and just pulling that little segment of my spine down into the mat. And then after I get all the way to the top, what I like to do is then kind of massage the whole back. So I roll out the whole back, and I try to get all the way to the neck if I can, the upper traps. You can spend as much time as you need on this. Basically, you're just trying to warm up and loosen up the muscles so that you can have optimal range of motion throughout your whole workout. Because if your muscles are a little bit stuck and tight, you won't have that optimal muscle development because you won't have that optimal range of motion. And then up next we have rolling out on the lats. Now if you haven't done this one before, it does hurt a lot. So what I'm trying to do is put a lot of pressure just on my lats. I'm reaching away as far as I can, and I'm just hitting it from the slight different angles. So sometimes it's perpendicular to the ground. Sometimes you can see right now it's more I'm trying to hit the back side. Now I'm rolling over trying to hit the front side. Again, it's loosening up the lats. In here you can have a broomstick or dowel. I'm trying to keep my wrists straight, and I'm reaching far above my head and trying to get the broomstick or dowel to touch my glutes. From a side angle, you'll be able to see a little bit better here. So again, I'm thrusting the hips a little bit forwards so I'm not having a bend in my back, and I'm getting a nice stretch in my shoulders, in my chest, and it just will get you that extra little bit of range of motion. And now the workout. So to start with the workout, what you're trying to do before you start with any pulling motion is, you can see I'm depressing the shoulder blades with my full body weight and then now elevating. And then I'm depressing, I'm trying to hold that. So what I'm trying to activate is the depression part of my shoulder blades. I'm trying to get that in line so that I don't have a shoulder injury in the future, and so that I can get my back to perform the way it needs to. And you can see I'm doing more of a negative, so on the way up it's relatively fast, down slow as possible. Here is a lat pull down. I put on some different handles to have a close grip lat pull down. There's a couple different views here so you can see what's happening with the back. You can tell that as I'm about to start this exercise that I depress the shoulder blades and then I pull down. So it's a nice, slow, controlled movement. What you see lots of people doing at the gym is just rushing through this. Again, you need to connect your mind to the muscle and squeeze that muscle before you begin the lift. Now, seated rows, same handles. This is working a different part of the back, so not as much the lats as the last one. This is more the rhomboids. It'll still hit the lats a little bit. And what I'm doing, you notice that I'm still depressing the shoulder blades. As I come forwards, I'm trying to get a nice little stretch in there as well, but I'm not letting the weight just pull and control me. I'm in control of the weight the whole time. And then pull over. So now this is another one that's going to hit the lats. This one, since it's one of my last sets here that I filmed, it is a little bit faster than what I would suggest. So just slow it down. What you can see is my arms are straight, there's no bend in my elbow, and I'm trying to not bend too much in my back. I'm hinging through the hips, and then you can see I got a nice little stretch in there. And, well, obviously you have to check out the gains, right? That's one of the assets, right? So, okay, let's finish it off. We got some face pulls. This will hit the rear delts and the rhomboids a little bit. So, again, you're pulling basically to eye level, if you can imagine. And the elbows are not high in the sky, and they're not pointed down. Imagine you have a crazy strong bow and arrow, and you're just trying to load it, pull it back. Again, you're in control of all the weights. So if you want to know more about different routines, let me know, and we'll train you up.